Rodney joins us now. Your thoughts on Richard Sherman's comments, Rod?
Well, Dan, I don't understand why everyone seems surprised. I mean, you know what type of guy he is. You know that he's a very emotional guy. I mean, he made the biggest play of his career and arguably the greatest game of his biggest game of his life. Mm-hmm. And you put a microphone not even 5 minutes right after the game right in front of his face. I mean, you know how he is. You know how he's going to respond. He's an emotional guy. And I have to agree with you. And I'm not trying to give him any excuses, but he did take the spotlight away from his teammates, which is very selfish and something that you don't expect. The thing that I look at, too, is I've always been taught to win with class. And I think Tom Brady talked about it, being gracious about the way you win, the way you handle yourself in a professional manner, being respectful of your opponent. And what he did was flat out wrong. I mean, I've been on both sides. Been the one that's taunting people and been the guy that's being taunted. And it's just no place in the game for that. You always want to conduct yourself, respect your opponent, and give the credit to your teammates. Don't make it about you.
But he also uses it as motivation, Rodney. I don't know if you played with guys with the Patriots or the Chargers where they needed to have that chip on their shoulder. There needed to be a little bit extra anger in there.
I was that guy, Dan. I mean, I was that guy. But at the same time, you want to respect your opponent. And that's the thing. You don't want to degrade your opponent because you know how it is. I mean, this league will humble you. And things can change very quickly. One injury, give up a touchdown in the Super Bowl, now you're the GOAT. I mean, this game can really humble you. And I just felt like, it's just a certain way of handling things. And obviously he has that platform, and he's a very articulate, he's a smart kid. I mean, he knows better. I mean, everyone talks about how emotional he is. Well, he's no more emotional than anyone else that I played with, than Teddy Bruschi and Junior Seau and Jerry Rice. I mean, we're all emotional guys, no question about it. But you still have to learn how to win with class, and it just takes away everything that they've accomplished. Now, let's be honest. Seattle, a great franchise organization, what they accomplished was unbelievable this year. But point blank, Richard Sherman, he's the most hated man outside of Seattle right now. I mean, everyone's going against him based on his actions.
Is his play better than his words?
See, that's the thing. I mean, he's a fantastic football player, and that's the thing that takes away. Everyone talks about, when you look at him, people say, "Oh, he's a thug. He just set us back 500 years and all this different stuff."
What does thug mean,
that.
though, to you, Rodney? When I say somebody is a thug, what does that mean?
Just the way he conducts himself. I don't think it's a look, because a lot of intelligent people have the so-called thugged out look, whether it's you want to consider it baggy pants, whether you want to consider braids in your hair. I think a thug is a mentality, and he's not a thug, and that's what people want to classify him at. He went to Stanford. He's a very smart kid. It's just he's still a young player, and that's what people don't realize. I mean, he's a very smart kid, and he's using this trying to market himself, but at the same time, it really takes away how smart of a kid he really is.